So right now we're trying to mount this drive shaft up to the car. The only thing is the front end is 2 inches too short, so I'm gonna send it back out to Shaq Rob, but we can mount everything else without the drive shaft, is what my boy Derek told me. So get this all up there, get the holes drilled out, get it all mounted up, get these riv nuts, and that way we'll be able to knock all this out. We also want to bleed the brakes and get everything all ready to go. And we got to fix our coolant problem. Once I fix my coolant problem, that'll be easy too. So I should get the drain bucket and actually do that now. In the midst of me trying to mount my drive shaft, like I said, the front is too short. And then also I need a riv nut tool. We have the holes drilled out. We just need a riv nut tool so we could add the viscous coupler up into the car. So right now, basically at a standstill. If we can't get all that stuff by Friday, we still can go get the car tuned for front wheel drive. It's just gonna be different kind of torque, man, for all wheel drive. So we'll see what they say. I'm gonna text him tonight and see what he says. That sucks, man. I thought the drive shaft was done, but we'll get it out to Shaq Rob. Hopefully he can like next day it back. Damn, that fucking sucks, man. But car's still good to go. We're gonna drain the coolant right now. We're gonna get on the floor, drain the coolant so I can change out that one hose and then put the coolant back in the car. We'll put different coolant back in the car. But other than that, yeah, so almost done. This sucks. That fucking sucks. I thought we was gonna at least have the car all-wheel drive today. But all right, so I went ahead, bolted in the fuel cell with 3 1-inch spacers. That thing's in there solid, not moving. Now we're knocking out the hoses for the catch can because those were blocking the hood from closing. So right now I'm trying to knock those out. I also had to replace my radiator hose back here. So we're gonna go pick one of those from AutoZone. Right now, like I said, I'm just trying to get these bad boys all cut, make sure they're not near anything. So I'll cut that like right there, and that should be good. So let me cut these up and show y'all what it looks like after. Hello. Are you almost there?
I'm here.
All right. I'll stay on the phone. So we got the hoses finished, like I was saying, with the little heat wrap on it. Going to our catch can. Had to redo this just because the hood wouldn't close with these on it. Gonna check right now to see if the hood closes. Let's take this off real quick. Get all this stuff out of here. Let's see if the hood closes now. There we go. So the hood closes now. It's up a little bit. I don't know what's on that side that's blocking it, but once we get the latch on, we'll be able to just latch it down. I don't see what's on this side to block it, but we'll still try to get it down. But I think the hood might just be warped from sitting in the sun maybe, but we'll get it to latch down once we get the latches in it. This side has to come back some anyway, so that could be it too. But everything fits under there, so what you saw me doing, I was calling Paige because she was on AutoZone. So she's going to AutoZone to get us our hose to go back there for the heater core. So once we get all this stuff done, the car will be good. Sucks the drive shaft couldn't go in, but Shaq Rob said he's gonna take care of me. I'm gonna try to one day air that thing to him and then try to see if he can one day air it back so we can have it by Friday, take it with us to Colorado. Other than that, run starts. We just need to do the coolant. That's why I had this in here. So let me go grab the coolant. All right, so today we're installing our hood latches. The one we got is the performance panel fasteners. You see that? So what they basically are, they're just a latch with a key. That way nobody can just get under, get in my hood, and they'll hold it down as well. You just push this bad boy down, you open her up, and there's like a little device in there that goes right through the hole of here. So you'll basically just come through, and then you'll latch it on by pushing this part down, and that's pretty much how it works. So let's get this thing on. Try to record with the bigger camera today. Just haven't been recording lately. So let's get these on, get some paste on the end of it, and see where we need to drill into our hood. So there's a carbon fiber hood, so we're trying not to mess that up. We're gonna try to measure twice, cut once. So let's get this thing all done. All right, so we got them low enough to the point where it touches the hood. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go get a little bit of like RTV. You just want some kind of form of paste and put it on the edge of it. That way you know where to drill when you close the hood as well. So I want to get these things at least as straight as possible, straight as we can get them, and then we'll tackle putting paste on it. So let me get these things straight real quick. Alright, so I got that one pretty much as tight and straight as possible, and this one's the same way. So we're gonna put some paste on the hood and get and drill it out. So let's get some RTV real quick. So since this is a carbon fiber hood, what we're doing is we're masking off the top. We're gonna use a small drill bit to go through this way, go through like, you know, the bottom, and then we're gonna get a bigger one to go through the top, because carbon fiber normally flares up. So we're gonna use this small drill bit, drill through, start our hole, and then we'll start with another bigger drill bit and just keep stepping it up until we reach that size. So let's get this done. Drill a hole. Can't really see it because the blue tape's here, so I'm gonna start drilling through this blue tape. What we want to do is we put a couple boxes up below the motor, so that way we're not drilling into the engine itself. So I'm gonna take this thing off like this, bring it down. It holds it up for me nice and high, so when we drill through, should be good. What we're gonna do is we're gonna keep using different bits and step it up until we can get these things to fit through. These bad boys right here, so we can get these to fit through. So let's get this knocked out. All right, so our hole's a little bit bigger, but you can't really see it because the tape is still in the damn way. But on the bottom side, you can't see our holes are bigger. So what we're gonna do is remove the boxes and try to test fit it. See if it goes through the holes, which it probably won't, but you still want to test fit it. And then I want to get a bigger drill bit from over there and try to drill out the hole even bigger if it doesn't fit. So let's move these boxes real quick. Alright, so we stepped our bit up again. Might go one more size up, and then we're gonna use a stepping tool to drill out the hole at the bottom a little bit bigger, so that way everything will align perfect. Then we're gonna draw our circles that we have to cut and get our cutting wheel and try to trace that circle out as best we can. Then we also have like a little stone where we can smooth out the edges, you know. So let's step up to one more drill bit, and then we'll go get a step tool. Actually, let me go grab it now. This is what I mean by step tool. I prefer you get the like skinny version of this, because when it's coming out, it won't open up your hole up here anymore. This hole is not super important, but it's kind of important because we need it for that bad boy, just so we can get it aligned and where we need to put it. But let me hit this with this step tool and see if we can get our little hole, or a little part to come through our hole. I forgot what it's called. Just like that, they're through. So now we need to get this part latched down and figure out how we're gonna put these things on. good. Yeah, I just gotta draw it and then basically start the cut.
Is it flaps that way?
Huh?
Flaps that way?
Yeah. So I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna put this on the bottom. I'm gonna figure out where the hole's at by drawing like an X, like a cross basically. And that'll tell me exactly where the hole is at and I can cut it that way, so.
Yeah, the bottom will be easy because you don't have to worry about like.
Yeah, the way it looks, yeah. It's just cutting the top. I'm just trying to make sure they're at least somewhat
Through the red.
straight.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, just gotta redo the tape on this side and then draw it out, and that'll be good. Should I make them go kind of crooked or what? Or make them just go straight like that? I think straight look better.
Should be nice if they were like
at an angle.
like they match the body line.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you could technically twist that on the inside.
Yeah, I'll turn it and then make the pins follow this right here.
Yeah, like it make this and it follow the body line.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all right, kind of like
Yeah.
Ask Angel too.
Let me fix it first. All right, so I got these things all drawn out best way I can. As you can see, I put lines here too, so we can know exactly where we need to cut. So we need to cut all this out. The inside, I just marked the outside just because I wanted to know how far out the edge of it was. I'll put this one as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our cutting wheel and we're gonna trace this out to the best of our abilities, and then we have to go underneath the hood and we have to do the bottom as well. So let me get everything ready to get cut out. All right, so it's not the cleanest cut, but we do have this bad boy. Like I said, I'm gonna use this to round off the edges, and we will be able to get a cleaner fit for our little latch. So let me go get the drill so we can clean this up. All right, what you just saw me doing, I was cutting out a bigger portion out the bottom. You want it to be bigger than your original hole at the top because you got to put that plate at the bottom of for it to bolt in. So I cut away as much. I haggard it because it's all weird kind of angles, but I got it up there. So all I have to do is drill out my holes next and then bolt it in. So let's still clean up this to make sure our piece can fit in here. First one's in, so now we have to drill our smaller holes through these holes, and you'll put the bottom plate on and bolt it in. So let's knock that out. This all cleaned up. Well, let's knock this side out, and then we'll knock that one out, bolting it in. We still got a drill hole. I'm gonna drill both at the same time so that we can clean it all off. All right, so we got our first hole cut. This thing goes in here perfect. And then we have our second hole kind of cut. Haven't grinded down the curves yet so this thing can fit. So it's giving me issues. So let me grind down these curves for this thing. That would be good. So we got both them bad boys in. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna drill holes, the little holes here, so we can put the screws in, and then we have to put these bottom plates at the bottom So we have to drill holes for these little tiny screws. Let me go get the drill bits. We'll just try to hold it down as best we can and just drill all 6 holes and get this thing all sprayed. Let me get the air spray this thing. There we go. Now you can see it. Ooh, kind of full. Angel made some tacos over there. I'm kind of full, but come back to knock this out. We got the first one in. Show you what that looks like. Bolts all in. It's all clean. You know, it's all in there. We just got to make sure it goes directly into there, which it will. I already tested it. But now we're gonna install this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull all this paint off. I'm gonna put it inside here, pull all this paint off. Tape off, put it inside, get the bottom on it, and then put each screw in individually. So let's start by pulling this off real quick. Yeah, so our latch is on. This one's a little finicky because the hood's warped, so I have to like push down on the hood to get it out. But other than that, we're all good to go. So I actually like these things. So just gotta get little plugs to plug up these holes so water can stay out. But that thing's actually pretty good. We're gonna back it out so Stacy can get this car out and for a drive, and then we're gonna pull it up onto the lift to drain the brakes, and then we're gonna fix the brake of the truck. So let's get this thing out of here. Thing's coming together so good. Oh man, just gotta get more sparkle seats, put the badges on, badges on the car. So we gotta get little things, put my bumper on, another sparkle seat, a tune. Let's bleed the brakes though, so we can get this thing being able to stop. All right, so I went ahead and already bled the brakes to the best of my ability. Still having a coolant leak somewhere, man. I don't know where. I looked everywhere up there. I just cannot find it. I look at the heater core hoses. Maybe it's coming from the thermostat, but so far I can't find that leak right now. So I got a leak somewhere of coolant. Then I bled the front ones as well. So hopefully those things are all tight and everything. It feels tight. So we'll see. We're gonna get the car back down and then try to test out the brakes. I'm not gonna move Lonnie's car. So when I roll back, we can try to use the brakes and try to see what's up. But right now, let's get this car off the lift. Officially done with the Honda. The brakes are still a little squishy, so we're still got more bleeding to do. So I'll try to gravity bleed that some more, but we do have a little bit of brakes, enough to get us on a dyno, get tuned, and not drive it around. So one thing we're doing with this is this bracket here seized up on the guide pin. It's over there somewhere. I can show you. Yeah, I don't feel like getting up because the Angel blasting music right now. So the guide pin seized up. So what we're doing is we took it off, fixed the guide pin. We're gonna throw brakes into it and get that all situated and spray this down with brake clean. So just wanted to get that all done, show y'all what I'm doing with the truck. I know a lot of people were like, what are you doing to the truck? We did have a couple of our things over here break. We had this leaf spring here. This one's broken, and then we have one that goes here that broke off completely. So we're gonna fix this very soon. We do have lift blocks. That's why the truck sits so high. So we are gonna fix this very soon. Just trying to get one step at a time, one thing at a time. And right now, this is our one thing. So let's get these brakes all done. But I did want to show y'all everything I did on the Civic. So we did fix the fuel cell, like I said. Let me show y'all. He say he's just a friend. Girl, let's not pretend. Oh shoot. So yeah, we bolted down the fuel cell, like I said earlier. We did get the brakes bled a little bit. Next we have to do is this hydro handbrake. Gotta do this hydro handbrake next. I just bled the brake so we can get the car tuned. Then when I come back, we'll do that. We'll knock out this shatter shield as well. I did need these little washers to put on the back side of the fuel cell because I had to get longer bolts, and those are in the truck. So got that all situated. The thing fires up. It's just really rich. It's the only downfall. It's just really rich. So we fixed our hoses. We're going to our catch can. We fixed our coolant leak, but we still have another one somewhere. We don't know where it's at. Me and Angel vacuumed all the air out of the system and filled it with coolant, and we still keep finding coolant leaks. I don't know if it's from the residual coolant that leaked yesterday, or I don't know, man, but we'll figure it out. Still need to bleed the brakes some more because they're bled, but they're not bled completely. Still need to get all the air out of them. But this thing's good, man. I like it with the little batteries on it. This one's a little crooked. I'm gonna hit that with a heat gun and, you know, tweak it a little bit, let it sit. But other than that, our Civic gets tuned Friday, so we're gonna take it to get it tuned Friday. Gotta finish up this truck so we're able to take it to get it tuned Friday. Put the brakes on this thing, but everything's coming together, man. So hopefully we get this thing out. Got a dent right there. And we gotta get another seat. We get another seat and we'll be good. But let me get out of here because the music's probably gonna get me monetized. So I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.